Nice to see you. Glad you could join us for the next chapter of the Real Estate Investing Guide. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more free and valuable real estate content. We want to see you succeed. These chapters apply more to commercial real estate. Chapter 13. Interview contractors and document any communication. Interview vendors and contractors. Spending time at the property will also allow you to meet commercial real estate vendors and contractors who service it. Collect their contact information and call them, or just ask them questions when you see them out at the property. Just ask them questions regarding the specific things they are working on, how much time they tend to spend working on them, and how they would rate the overall condition of the things they are working on. Imagine buying a large commercial apartment building with, say, 75 units, only to find out after the sale that half of the units have been on the fritz for a year and half of the units will need to be totally replaced in the next 1-2 years. That's information that service contractors would know and be able to tell you. Maybe a property has a few older elevators, and the elevator service company knows they might need to be replaced soon. Again, this is information you can find out within a few minutes by asking a few simple questions. You'd rather not find out bad news later and have to eat expenses you could have been able to avoid by negotiating a better price or credits on a deal, or having the seller repair or replace things before the sale goes through. Obviously, you and your commercial property inspector will conduct physical inspections, but no one really knows the property better than the contractors who have been working on the property for years. Any communications must be documented. One important rule of investing in commercial real estate is that any and all communications must be documented. After you speak with someone, you will follow up with that person in an email to verify the information that you spoke about and detail the things you might need and ask for. It also helps to CC your team members onto the email, such as your commercial real estate attorney or your accountant or your CPA or anyone else on your team. This will help to make sure everyone is on the same page. A few days before the due diligence period ends, you go through all the emails again to verify you have received all the information you asked for. This will help to determine what the seller may have not sent you that you already asked for, and if there are any issues that are unresolved that you would either be credited for, or they would need to resolve before the closing. Perhaps the owner of the property has some sort of dispute with a tenant or contractor and they had placed a lien on the property. Or perhaps there is pending litigation or an unresolved issue that could lead to future litigation. You'll want to be sure to let the owner know the things you asked for must be provided and unresolved issues must be resolved before closing, or you will not close the deal otherwise. They will need to negotiate credits with you to take over issues they are not able to resolve. Thanks for watching. Are you looking to work with the best and most accredited real estate professionals? Look no further, contact us today and you'll see why we have so many satisfied clients. We'd love the chance to earn your business. LakerRealEstate.com 763-645-4617